guys, so happy Monday. Welcome back to another vlog. If this is your first time here, I am Chandra Yvette. I am getting ready to get in a quick HIIT workout, probably 30 minutes of HIIT, and then, well, I think it's roughly about 30 minutes of HIIT, and then I'll probably do something light on the bike. Since I'm doing HIIT, I probably won't do too much in terms of cardio on the bike, but I may do a little bit of strength in the process. But yes, I'm about to work out this morning. Actually, have been out of my BCAAs, which I do take every day when I am working out, and I actually just got some in. I placed an order for it last week, and they actually just sent it to me from Amazon. So I'm getting ready to use it. This is actually going to be a new flavor. I normally use the brand Extend, and the one that I normally order, they didn't have it available on Amazon. I checked a couple of other stores where I could get my hands on it first thing, and they didn't have it in stock. So I ended up going with a different flavor. This is Glacial Grape by Extend. So I've never tried this kind. The one that I normally use is Blue Raspberry, but they, like I said, didn't have it. So I had to order some more of that. This does have 0 sugar in it, which is a good thing. And it doesn't have any calories in it either. So love taking this. I normally will mix this in with my glutamine. So I'm going to mix that up in some water. Also was out of my collagen, so I ordered some more of that. I'm expecting a new or a shipment of vitamins, the Black Girl vitamins, the hair, skin, and nail vitamins. Been out of that for a little more than a week or so now too. So hopefully that's going to be getting delivered pretty soon. But yeah, like I said, I'm getting ready to work out real quick. And then I'm going to I'm going to try to make something new today. I was thinking about doing like some sort of baked pasta of some sort. But I really don't know what all I have down there. I don't have a specific recipe in mind, but I'm just going to use what I have downstairs. So need to fix something for dinner, something that I believe will last today and tomorrow, so I don't have to cook for the next 2 days. So that is the plan. I've got a couple things going on this week. Nothing out of the ordinary. My normal maintenance appointments. I do have a doctor's appointment this week. So you got to do the actual calculus too. How many of those do you have to take?
One or two, actually.
Is it still seemingly fairly simple? Alright, y'all, so I have finished my workout, and I'm tired, to say the least. Probably because I know for a fact I did not get enough sleep today, and then I started out fasted, so the energy that I probably needed was not 100% there. I did push through. I finished it. I finished my HIIT workout, and then, believe it or not, I actually did a short bike boot camp. I didn't do an extensive one today, but nonetheless, I got it done. I have actually closed all of my rings for the day today. And so, pretty pleased with that. But like I said, my energy level is not really that good right now. I thought that I might break my fast with a simple turkey sandwich. I like wheat bread, Nature's Own honey wheat bread. No bread down there. How I bought 2 loaves of bread and don't even have a single slice for myself, I really don't know. Um, I do know, but I don't know. But anyway, I thought I might try to improvise and do the sandwich on a sourdough bun from Publix, but it did not taste good at all. I ended up taking that bread off because I didn't like the combination of the turkey meat and that and the sourdough bread. So I ended up just eating the meat itself, and I did have some chips to go with it, and I had a protein shake, which really is not all that well, but what I had planned out just didn't work out that well. So Anyway, it was something to consume. It still gave me about 40 grams of protein. Though, like I said, I did not get in the amount of nutrition that I thought I might get in. So, um, I actually did just get in the vitamins that I was talking about. I had to get a new um, set of vitamins. I ran out of the Black Girl hair, nail, and skin vitamins, and I ended up ordering directly from them instead of ordering them. The first time I got them on Amazon, but this time I ordered directly from the website. And I was able to save a little bit of money because I actually did like a 3 month supply of the vitamins. And so there's 60 gummies in here. Of course, you take two a day according to its recommendation. You take two a day. So I actually received three. Um, got three bottles of it. So, like I said, this should take me at least 3 months to deplete. And typically, you would spend about $25 per bottle, but because I bought them online and I bundled it, I got all three for 55, which I think is pretty good. It saved me about $20 or so on it. So, um, came in a cute little linen like dust bag, and just got my proof of purchase in there as well. So that came in while I was working out. And then I ordered some greenery. This is supposed to be like some greenery. It wasn't really all that expensive. It was something that I ordered from Amazon. Don't really know how it's going to look. So we're going to open it here together just to see. Normally I would get like my florals and things like that from places like Michael's. Haven't been out and been shopping in any of those stores, anything like that in a while. But box is definitely smaller than I thought it might be. I think this is actually supposed to have 24 pieces. So let's see. Let's see what it's looking like. I think these are supposed to be, what did I get? Some olive stems, I think it is. Is that what these are called? So, faux greenery stems, olive tree branches for vases. So, they're artificial olive tree stems. And they definitely look a little, definitely faux like. But to be honest, I really don't know. I don't have anything to compare it to. I've never ordered any type of olive tree, any faux olive trees, olive stems, or anything like that. But this is what they are looking like. They probably need to be fluffed out because it looks like the leaves are turned inward. But it came with, I think this says it came with 24 pieces like this. So I think that I'll be able to still fluff these out should I decide to keep them and make a nice little natural floral arrangement or natural greenery arrangement anyway. It does have the little small olives on the inside or within the leaves as well. So I don't know, it's worth a shot. I don't know if I'm going to like the way that they look or not. Like I said, it came in a box full of them. So sometime this week we'll try it out and just see whether or not it turns out to be something worth keeping or whether or not I choose to send it back. But yeah, that's it as far as things that I have gotten in today. Um, in probably about an hour or so. Get an alarm going. Probably about an hour or so, I probably will go ahead and go downstairs and fix something for dinner. And like I said, I'm probably just going to brown up some chicken breast and combine it with some pasta and try to create some sort of casserole like dish. So that is the plan for today, for this evening. Of course, got to get showered up, but I think that I probably will take a shower and all that kind of good stuff after I cook because I don't like when my pajamas smell like food or anything like that, or anything that I put on like for my clothes and my hair and stuff to smell like food. So I'll wait until after I finish cooking and then I'll get cleaned up and then just kind of chill for the rest of the day. All right, y'all. So I came downstairs and tried to throw something together. And I think it's probably going to turn out pretty good. However, I realized that I underestimated the amount of sauce that I had and the sauce that I made for two different pans of pasta. I didn't expect the pan of pasta that I was making for myself to be this large. For mine, I did use protein pasta. I used some shrimp and I used some crab meat. And then for everybody else, I did theirs with just chicken and bow tie pasta. But like I said, I had some cheese sauce in the cabinet and I mixed that and some cream of mushroom, some sour cream, and some cheese together with some seasoning to try to make another sauce or some additional sauce. I also added some milk to that as well. almond milk, by the way. Um, and the sauce actually turned out pretty good. But if you look here, you can see that this pasta is a little bit, to me, it's dry. It's probably moist enough to be able to eat it the way that it is, but me having to put it in the oven so that everything can kind of marry together, you can tell that it's going to get dried out. So I'm making a little bit of extra sauce now to add to both pans so that um, they will both equally have the a good amount of moisture in them, and so the pasta won't be real dry. But I think it'll turn out pretty good. Next time, I'll definitely make sure to have some broth on hand, because that probably would have been able to stretch the sauce that I had, or give me the ability to make a little bit more. I was going to add some broccoli to this, but I think that I'm just going to wait and just have the broccoli on the side with the protein pasta. But as much pasta as it made, it's definitely going to last. We'll definitely have some leftovers in here. So So I actually turned this off probably about 20-ish minutes or so ago. I put it in the oven for about 20 minutes and let it bake. This is the one that's got the chicken in it. This is the protein pasta. This one looks like it remained more moist than the pasta that I made with the pan that I made that had the protein in it. But anyway, all in all, it seems like it's still pretty good, like it held up pretty good. And let's see. Oh, this looks like this could have stayed in the oven a little while longer. I think you got a piece. You like it?
Yes, ma'am. I'll take a little bit of this too.
No, you won't.
How come we didn't have the seafood?
Y'all got chicken. You want to taste? What'd you rate it, Diamond?
10 out of 10.
And she over here staring at it because
I'm not staring at it.
she's staring at it.
Not staring at it. Yes,
I'll take that as a yes.
I'm not.
All right, y'all. So she rated it 10 out of 10, and that's for both of them. Surprisingly, the one that I did the seafood with, that's got the protein pasta, is still creamy. It's not as creamy as the one with the chicken, but it's definitely both. They're both creamy. Which one do you like the best?
I like them both, but maybe the seafood.
And then she's saying she likes the seafood one better than the chicken. Neither one of us are really big chicken people, but she will eat like chicken breast. She likes white meat, but she doesn't like dark meat. She doesn't like wings. Well, she likes wings when I cook them, but they have to be crispy in order for her to really like them. But anyway, she says she likes them both. And like I said, y'all, I really didn't know what I was going to do. I just used what I had. And like I said, I had some jarred ragu cheese sauce. I used that. I used some cream of mushroom soup, some cheddar cheese. I actually used almond milk. I don't know what it would have tasted like had I used whole milk, but I used unsweetened almond milk. Some shredded cheese, I think I already said that, and some sour cream. And I mixed it together to make a sauce, and then spread it, of course, over the pasta once I made it. I seasoned it to I like, and I think I used like garlic powder, salt, pepper, a little bit of oregano, and just a little bit of Lowry's. I really don't care for Lowry's that much, but I mixed those seasonings together, put it on the chicken and on the shrimp and crab, and then I let it cook together. And then once the noodles and all that stuff got finished, I just combined it all together, made the cheese sauce, poured it over it, and baked it like you would bake any other casserole. All right, y'all. So happy Tuesday. I'm up very, very early this morning, just leaving a routine doctor's appointment and getting ready to go home now. I got a wax appointment later on this afternoon as well. I'll be pretty busy. I didn't get up early enough in time to actually work out this morning, which I'm kicking myself for it now because it's going to make me have to rush today. Could use today as a rest day. I really don't want to. I like to try to save those for later on in the week, but if need be, I can and still, be on top of my goals. So I hadn't had anything to eat just yet and actually don't really know as of yet what I'm going to have. I don't really have a taste for anything specific, but, we're trying to stay on top of goals over here, so I know it'll be somewhat the same. May do some oatmeal and some fruit this morning or something like that. I haven't had any oatmeal this week, so, it's only Tuesday, but I haven't had any oatmeal in a few days, so I may go with oatmeal today. And of course, for dinner, I'm going to be having the leftover seafood pasta that I made yesterday, which actually turned out really, really good. So that's the plan. That's the goal for today, and should anything change, we'll talk about it. All right, y'all, so back in from my doctor's appointment. Everything went well there. Traffic was stupid on the way. However, it was pretty good on the way back, and that's probably just simply because I was trying to get there this morning. It probably wasn't as bad as what it seemed. It was a little bit annoying, but of course it was so early. I was still dealing with a lot of school traffic and everything like that. So but yeah, got to the doctor's office, got in, got out. They didn't hold me very long. And like I said, it was just routine, so everything there was good. So now I'm getting ready to do a quick workout. I'm probably going to do a quick HIIT workout. And I don't really know what my second workout will be, because the HIIT workout is usually about 25 to 30 minutes or so. And then I don't think I'm going to do strength training today because I'm going to be doing it on Wednesday and Thursday. Also doing strength training on Saturday. Usually on Fridays, I try to do a little bit of Pilates, Pilates mat work, that is. I'll ride and then I'll do some Pilates. So today, I'm probably going to just kind of mix it up. It's really just going to be dependent on how I feel once I finish with the HIIT workout. But I'm definitely going to get in at least an hour minimum of exercise. Already got my little workout cocktail mixed up, which is my BCAAs, my glutamine, and then today I put a scoop of creatine in it as well. And so this is what I drink, in addition to water, of course, throughout the workout. So I'm getting ready to jump in real quick and do that, because once I finish that, I have got to help my daughter with her hair, and then I'm jetting off to my wax appointment. So that's that. I am getting ready to get at it, and I'll check back in. So heading now to my wax appointment. She actually had a cancellation, so I'm going just a little bit earlier than expected. Not very much earlier, just about 45 minutes earlier. I wish that I could have gotten there a little bit sooner. Her cancellation was like within the last hour. But because I had other things that I had to take care of, I couldn't get there any sooner than now. Could have actually gone almost 2 hours earlier, but I just had some other things that I had to take care of, so I wasn't able to go any sooner than now. But still glad that I'm actually glad that I'm able to get there a little bit sooner. So
I wonder if you look both ways when you cross my mind. Can you see I'm about to do the work?
All right, so appointments are done. I actually made myself a sandwich before I left, put it in my little sandwich container, assuming that I was going to eat this sandwich on the way home, and literally walked right out of the door and forgot it. So hopefully somebody at home either put it back in the fridge or ate it, because it's probably still some good. I've only been gone, well, I've been gone almost 3 hours, or about 3 hours now, but hopefully it's still good, if they didn't put it away for me. But yeah, I forgot my sandwich, so I'm going home to eat this sandwich, or eat said sandwich, that is. And then I don't know, I may go out in just a little while. I don't know if I'm really feeling up to it or not, but I'm thinking about going and hanging out for a little bit this evening. So time will tell. We shall see. I came home to a package. This is something that, of course, I've been waiting on for a while. When I first wanted this bag, it was out of stock, and it's actually a birthday gift. And I finally got it in. I got the notification that the bag was back in stock, and I went ahead and ordered it once it came back in stock. And it has come in, and I am unboxing it with my friends. So there is no box in here.
You want to use my box?
No, I'm okay with it like this. Thought maybe it might come like in a box, but I guess I always thought that you had to request that it come in a gift box for it to actually be in the normal box that it comes in, because this is just in the box that I guess the parcel service packaged it in. Of course, you guys can see it is a Coach bag, and it is not in a box. It's not wrapped or anything. It's just in its normal plastic packaging. And I didn't do any kind of reel, of course. You guys can see that. Just gonna be just straight out the box, opening it here with you guys. And it is this beautiful green, or sage green, tabby. And like I said, this was something that I actually wanted for my birthday, but they just didn't have it at the time. And I finally got it. And she is beautiful. I love the color of this bag. It is so unique to me. And I'm going to try to make this my last tabby. No promises. So I got this one. Again, like I said, in the sage green. This is in the size 26. Of course, I've opened a tabby on here with you guys before. The bag chain and everything is practically the same. It's just intertwined with the sage green instead of other said colors that I've gotten it in. So it's just the chain. It's got the chain detailing, and like I said, it's in gold, or what they call brass. It kind of looks like gold to me, but it's in the brass and sage green color. And of course, you can see where it is mixed in there. Not going to bore you guys with trying to take all of the packaging off. But here she is. I'm so glad to have this bag as part of my collection. I love this color. And I just wanted to share with you guys that I finally got her in. So, all right, y'all. So, happy Friday. Happy Friday. Actually already had my workout for the day. I did a bike boot camp and a regular 30-minute, well, it actually was like an endurance ride, so it really wasn't that regular, because, you know, you had to push zones. in order to ride along with the instructor. I rode with Hannah Frankinson today. So she guided on that ride. It was a pretty good ride. And so, yeah, like I said, I've already had my workout, um, had some pasta for lunch. I have showered and I put some more pajamas on just simply because I'm in a pajama kind of mood. I'm in a pajama kind of mood and I'm kind of in an emotional kind of mood, but we pushing through. Um, I am getting ready to use this mask. It's actually a sleep mask, but I'm putting it on now. It is like the middle of the day, but I'm going to go ahead and put it on now. So, sleep mask by Glow Recipe. The scent is watermelon. I've actually had this for quite a while. And I like to use this mask just because it's very gentle and it glides on my skin really smoothly. It's one of those that peels after you've worn it for a certain amount of time. Technically, you're supposed to sleep with it on. And just all depending on how I'm feeling throughout the rest of the afternoon, I may, in fact, actually go ahead and sleep with this mask on. But I'm putting it on, and then I'm also going to go ahead and put on some eye patches as well. I really probably should not have um, put the mask on up near my eyes. Normally, I don't put the mask on near my eyes when I'm putting on some eye patches, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it today anyway. I'm gonna push it and we'll see what happens. I don't think that I'll have any type of reaction or anything from it, because like I said, that mask is very gentle, and the eye patches that I'm using today are the Pixie, or the ones made by Pixie Treats. I've been using these for quite a while as well, and I've been feeling a little bit. Um, I don't know if I'd say congested, but probably congested. It's probably coming from like the things that are blooming outside. So, because my eyes feel like they're a little bit heavier than what they normally would feel, I'm gonna go ahead and put some eye patches on in hopes of kind of helping with the puff just a little bit. Um, I doubt very seriously that I'll be um, eating anything else. If anything, I'll probably have like a Yazoo Crunch bar. I like to have those in the evening if I have a taste for something that is on the sweeter side, but more on the healthy-ish side. Yazoo Greek bars, they are I think I've got some salted caramel or the salted caramel flavor. And then I've got like a mint chocolate chip flavor. So that's probably what I'll have. If I have anything else, I may have me a cup of tea. But for the most part, I'm probably not going to consume a whole lot more. Kind of not really, like I said, in the mood to do a whole lot of snacking and eating and stuff like that. And it's probably not good because I know for a fact I haven't consumed enough food today. But like I said, I kind of got a later start given my schedule yesterday. So I got a later start today than what I would normally have on any other day. And so, for that reason, like I said, I doubt I really even get hungry. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to check in with y'all because I have not picked up the camera, I think, in about 2 days. The last time I think that I talked to y'all, either I was cooking the pasta that I'm referencing as some leftovers that I just had to eat, or I may have gone to my wax appointment. It was one of the two. But yeah, that is what I've got going on right now. I don't know about y'all, but the warmer weather has snuck up on me. I started looking at the forecast for the next week or so and realized that, you know, it's actually getting warmer outside. Of course, we are officially in spring. So it's really time for me to go up in the attic and pull more of my spring clothing down and kind of change the closet over. So hopefully I'll be doing that sometime soon, and maybe within the next week or so. I still hadn't even really changed out all of my pillows and stuff downstairs and the floral. So um, maybe I can get in the mood to do some of that either this evening or in the morning. I'm going to try to go to my gym in the morning. I don't know if I'll do the group exercises. A lot of times that's one of the favorite things that I like to do. But I don't know if I'll do that in the morning. I may just do some strength training. You can just leave it over there. I may just do some strength training, and but we'll see. I don't know. I'd like to get out the house. I have kind of been hiding away in here if I'm not, doing the things that I'm obligated to do, such as work, such as, requirements outside of the house. For the most part, I've just kind of been hanging around in my space to myself. So I need to get out. I need to get out of this funk. I know it's not easy. The process is not easy. The process has not been easy. If I sit here and think about it long enough, how I'm feeling and the things that I am having feelings about, I could probably just break down and cry right here. But, like I said, I'm doing my best to just try to push through. Just feeling a certain kind of way today. So, anyway, like I said, I just wanted to pick up the camera and check in because it's been a couple days. And if I go to the gym tomorrow, I will try to get a couple clips, just depending on what I do. Might need to kind of fill the space out because, I'm not really all that comfortable recording in the gym. However, I'd like to get there. So we'll just see out. Like I said, I'll fill it out and just see what I can do. Should I decide to go to the gym tomorrow. And if I decide to go ahead and finish changing out the pillows and things downstairs or in my living spaces downstairs, I will share some of what I did down there. Provided that you guys are interested, you definitely can tap in and see what I got going on. So to the gym, guys, to try to get in some lower body strength training. I need to also go by the grocery store to pick up a few things. I kind of got a taste for some shrimp quesadillas or something like that for dinner. So I may run by the store and grab the things that I'll need to make something to make dinner. And then me and the kids are supposed to be watching a movie that my baby girl picked to watch this afternoon. So hopefully I can get in, get out of the gym. Hopefully the gym won't be really, really full. And then, like I said, run by the grocery store. May have to go by the bank, I'm not sure. But then, like I said, the plan this evening is to watch some movies on TV, or on, I think she said the movie is on Disney Plus or something like that, but watch movies with the kids this evening. So that's the plan. We're about to head to the gym, and I'll see y'all there. back up everything you just lost?
No.
All right, y'all, leaving the gym. It's pretty good. Can't complain. Realized that I should definitely be lifting a lot heavier than what I'm currently lifting when I'm at home. So yeah, y'all. Pretty good workout. I had already, did some prep at home, just in case the machines and stuff were busy because I was working on a specific time frame. But it was pretty good, all in all. Definitely realize that I miss a lot of the activities and things that go on in there. Even just walking in there and smelling the scent of that particular gym or that gym that I've been going to for years, definitely miss it. So I need to start trying to work that back into my week somehow or another. But yeah, like I said, I got a good workout in. I lifted pretty heavy, pretty pleased with that. I'm getting ready to now probably go to the grocery store and pick up a couple things. I think I'm gonna run by the bank and then I'm gonna go home. So all right, y'all, so I have made it back home from the gym. I decided not to go to the store because for some reason it decided that it wanted to rain, though that was not forecasted. So I didn't go to the store. No big deal. I didn't need anything specific. I just had a taste for a certain something. And so, like I said, no big deal. I can just eat what I've got. Did come home to a couple of Amazon things. Primarily just my normal supplements and things that I get on a monthly basis or things I take regularly. Then I did get a couple of planners, something to help me do some saving. I wanted to put myself on like a savings challenge. And so I actually got two different ones. I've been kind of watching some different creators who are giving different ideas on how to save money, how to budget. And that's just a goal of mine that I've been wanting to work at or work towards for a while. So this one, which I didn't expect it to come like this, came in this box that says a 52-week challenge. Pretty good sturdy box. Why it's in a box, I don't know. Don't really care. But I have to assume that if it's in this kind of box or comes like this, nicely packaged in this way, that the binder itself has to be pretty nice. So, and definitely agree. It's a whole binder. On the front of it, of course, it reads 52-week savings challenge. And it's actually got some combination locks on it. I'm about to knock it out. But it's got some combination locks here, which is pretty cool. And then it also came with a little pen. So, I suppose, without having full knowledge of how this works, this is really nice. But I guess, like I said, at some point I will figure out how to break into this thing. But anyway, got a 52-week savings challenge. Typically, if you do the traditional savings challenge, you normally, I think, save like $13.78 or something like that for the year. And that's by you putting in for the number of weeks or whatever number of the week you've landed on for that particular time or turn in the binder, you would add that amount of money to it. So if it were week 1, then you would add in $1. If it were week 2, you'd add in $2. If it were week 50, you'd add in $50. And so that's basically how that process works. This one had to get me some more prebiotics. I got this by the brand Ollie. Normally use the ones by Goli, and I actually want to try the ones made by Ritual, but I didn't pull the trigger on those this time. I just picked these up from Ollie's, and so we'll see how I feel about those. I have been taking some of the Ritual vitamins, but I haven't tried the prebiotic by them. I don't really know what that's going to be about yet, but I have a suspicion that they're going to be really good. Of course, when or if I get them, I'll let you guys know. This one is the 100 envelope savings challenge. And this one just comes with a nice tie that secures the binder. And then it's got It's got a weekly card or a number card on it, and I guess as you go, it's got a tally, and you mark off the envelopes that you filled up. And so I think each envelope is numbered from 1 to 100. And so I think that what you do, if it's one, I think I saw this. I watched a video on it, and I don't want to get it wrong, but I think that if it's like week 1, so if it's 0, 1, you do 0 plus 1, and so that's 1. If it's week 2, you do 0 plus 2, and that's 2. If it's week 13, you do 3 plus 1, and that's 4, so you put $4 in. If it's week 15, you do 1 plus 5, and so you'd put $6 into that envelope, and so on and so forth. And so that is basically how this one works. And then it says once you have filled up all of the envelopes, you should have made, or should have saved rather, $5,050, which I think is pretty good, especially with kind of like an effortless kind of challenge, so to speak. So we're going to try this one out as well. And it comes with all of the envelopes that, of course, you add to the binder. And so, like I said, that's just another way for me to try to make a conscious effort to save some money. So that's that. I will tell you guys that that's definitely one of my goals for this year. Reason being simply is because, like I said, I just wanted to challenge myself or motivate myself in the area of financing, but then also too with all of the what I call psychotic things that are currently going on in this world. It just really makes me not want to spend unnecessary money. And so I think that this would be a great time to create a challenge, so to speak, for myself. I think the motivation is there to do so. I have good reasoning to save some money. So that is one of the reasons why I wanted to work on that. Just got in another one of my supplements, glutamine. I do drink this every day, mixed with BCAAs during my workout. It's part of my workout cocktail. Not quite out of this. This one is one of the few supplements that I have that actually last me more than 30 days. This one has 78 servings, so it roughly would last me about 2.5 months. I'm probably down to about 15-ish servings since the last time I bought it. So it should take me at least 3 months to be finished with this, which is pretty good. Very inexpensive. And so, like I said, one of the things that I like to add in when I am working out. Got another thing of protein. This is the plant-based protein by Orgain. Ooh, it scared me almost. I didn't know if it was plant-based for real or not. It actually is plant-based. And the flavor that I got this time, well, the one that I normally get, aside from the vanilla bean, is the strawberries and cream. And this one actually has 20 servings in it. The one that I normally pick up when I was shopping at that place only had 10 servings in it. So this is double the amount, and I actually paid less than what double the cost would be. So I think that that's a pretty good bargain, pretty good deal. And I normally have on hand my ready-to-go shakes as well. So that should last me a pretty good bit. If I can, get myself through a month worth of protein shakes, I'm good there. So I picked that up. And to be honest, I'm not all that 100% pleased with even shopping or ordering stuff from the controversial Amazon. However, I have, not found a place to order some of the other things that I like to pick up, such as like my glutamine. I know you can go to stores like GNC. So far, I haven't seen the flavor or the brand that I like. So for that reason, right now, I'm still kind of picking up things that I need, not necessarily things I want, but things that I need from there. I got myself some more hair oil. This is the Wild Growth Hair System oil. Like to use these, in between wash days and things like that when my hair needs some extra moisture. And so I picked that up. And I think that this is just like a little random keychain or something I thought was cute. Not necessarily something that I needed. I think it was like $3. But I saw it when I was getting ready to finish my purchase, and I just thought it was cute, so I got it. So again, reasons to save money, reasons to think about or consciously spend, because even though it was only like $2 or $3, it's still money spent or money that could have been saved. So, anyway, pick that up. Did get some more creatine. This is by Alani New. Looks like they have changed the packaging on it. Because I think that the sticker or the label around it was primarily white, but this time it's yellow with the, the pink or ombre effect there with those tricolors. But anyway, more creatine, and just got some Fantastic, which I love. I absolutely love cleaning with Fantastic. It's one of the easiest things that helps me clean my bathroom and keep it clean. So, ordered some more of that because I was starting to run low. And yeah, that's my haul from Amazon. So, as you can see, I'm still in my gym clothes. I'm getting ready to get a shower, change out my bedding, and relax. I had a couple of tacos for dinner, and so I'm now thinking I probably will finish out or close out my day with one of my Yazoo bars. I was telling you guys I really like those. I tasted the mint crunch bar, which the hype is really just the shell of the yogurt bar, because you don't get as much flavor, so to speak, once you get past the shell, but it's still good enough to consume it, and it still definitely does what it needs to do for the sweet tooth. They're very low in caloric intake, so that's one of the main reasons why I really like it. Plus, it does have some protein in it. And so, like I said, I'll probably finish it up with that. My favorite one so far of those Yazoo bars is probably the salted caramel. Um, it almost tastes like having a little small caramel sundae. Texture, of course, is not the same texture as your traditional ice cream. You can definitely tell it's yogurt, but not so much so that it's a turnoff in the taste, at least to me. So, but yeah, that is what I'm up to. That's what I'm about to do. Get me a good shower. And like I said, change out the linen on my bed and get ready to climb in it and see what kind of movie I can find to watch, or whatever kind of movie that can watch me. Still waiting on my daughter to get back in so we can watch this movie she's been talking about watching all week. Truth be told, I don't know whether or not we're actually going to get around to that or not, just depending on what time she gets in. So, we'll see. Well, one thing that I actually forgot that actually came in the in my Amazon haul are these ritual vitamins. However, I picked up the wrong ones. These are the essential vitamins for men. And since I'm not a man, these are not for me. Likely they will be passed on to a male in this house. And I'm going to end up having to order them again for myself. The downside to that is I'm actually out. I ran out of my last dose today. So I need to get online and order them again. And how annoyed I am that I messed around and ordered the wrong ones. I really don't know how I was not paying attention enough to realize that I was picking up the wrong vitamins, or I was ordering rather the wrong vitamins. So nothing I can do about it now. I'm just going to have to, like I said, put them in my cart and go ahead and order them. It's looking like they'll be able to get it to me. Proceed to check out. This crap is saying it won't get here until Monday or Tuesday of next week, which is not a viable option for me. And I don't want to have to go to that place that starts with the letter T to go and pick them up. Naturally, if I order directly from their website, I won't be getting them tomorrow or in the next day or two. I just don't see how I missed that, how I wasn't paying attention, because I thought I hit the option to reorder. I've been ordering them for the last 3 months from Amazon, and somehow or another, I managed to miss it. So this is saying they could get them to me by Monday, which is not terrible. I just wouldn't have them tomorrow. But that may be what I'm going to have to do, so yeah. Also, too, trying to record some of my workouts on my DJI, I realized that, well, number one, I made a huge mistake. I forgot my tripod. When I grabbed it, I just grabbed it and the case that it goes in and forgot to get the tripod. So it was stable for the most part, but it was, doing a lot of wobbling and stuff, and it actually fell twice. So I stopped recording with it while I was there because I didn't want to break it. It cost too much money to be breaking it over something like that. So the next time I go, I'm going to take my tripod and see if that doesn't stabilize it much better, which it should. But I just may not do any type of recording of any of my workouts with this gadget. If I determine that it's not stable enough or I don't trust it enough, then I'll just pull out my regular camera or my phone and record, what I can record with those things, and then, just continue to vlog with this one. So, anywho, that's just my little spiel about my workouts with the DJI Osmo. My first experience with the DJI Osmo.